Welcome to day 3 of showing up for 30 days. Yesterday I listed my keystone habits, but I forgot the most important one, which is sleep. Well, it's one of the most important ones because you can't do anything if you're not functioning well. And so today I wanted to talk about what my mornings look like. And no, they're not linear. They're not Instagram perfect or anything like that. You know, those people are like, this is what I do every day in the morning. I'm like, good for you, because mine is not an exact science. And I don't know, maybe like great for some of you, but it's not me. I wanted to talk about that. And I think even if you watched yesterday's video, it's a perfect example of how some things go planned and some things go unplanned. I did plan to go to the gym to take a class at 5 a.m. and I made it there, even though I didn't want to. Like, everything in my body and my soul wanted to just go back to sleep. It did, but I made it. And I apologize if you can hear noise. I'm at the gym and I tried to find a quiet place to record, and I'm right by the construction. Anyways, so apologies if you can hear all the noise, but it is what it is. That is how my morning went yesterday. I woke up at 4:15 and I slowly got it together. I laid probably in the bed for like 3 or 4 minutes, like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to pay the $10 cancellation fee for my class. But I had already made a commitment to myself, and so I said no. One thing that it does work well for me that you can use is putting whatever clothes you're going to wear out the night before. So whether if you're going into an office or, somewhere have to wear a uniform, whatever, and or if you're going to the gym. I did both because I knew I was going to work in the office, and then also I was going to the gym. So I put my work clothes out, and it was something real simple. I didn't have to iron it, nothing like that. And then also, and if I had to iron it, I would have done it the night before. And then also I took out my workout clothes just so they were there, like right there. Less decisions I have to make, because especially when you're trying to get up early, I try to kind of maximize my sleep still. And so I don't want to be up super early. So I did my class. It was successful. I came to the car and actually recorded a video. So today's video, or yesterday's video. That part wasn't planned, but I knew my day was going to be busy. And so I decided, let me go ahead and pivot and do that now. So that's what my mornings look like. One thing that I wish I really could get back together is my food, my breakfast. Sometimes, like this morning, I'll kind of skip a full meal and go for something easy. So I'm at the gym this morning, got here at 5:30, and I drank half of a protein drink in the car because I didn't have time for anything else, and I did not plan it. And so that's one thing that I want to do better, is planning my breakfast. But I'll be honest, sometimes, I wake up, I'm like, I'm not super hungry. So I think that's a part of it. But that's something I'm going to start incorporating into my meal prep more, is meal prepping better breakfast. I'm not like a big overnight oats fan, but I might give it a try just because it's easy, breakfast is like it's a struggle for me. But one thing that's not a struggle for the most part is at least like my daily Bible reading in the Bible app. Okay. I have a devotion that I am supposed to do every morning. It takes about 10-15 minutes, but I'm not always successful with that. So, sometimes I end up doing that later in the day because I let other things get in the way. I really do try not to look, sorry, the sun is in the background. I really do try not to look at my phone too much in the morning, because that's just going to spiral into me losing time and not doing the things that I should do. But prayer and Bible is like really important to me, really, really important. And then, that's kind of how my mornings look depending on the day. If I'm working from home, it's a little bit easier for me because I have more time to do things. If I am not working from home, then I do need a little bit of structure. I wonder, you could tell me what your mornings are like, but that's usually like the typical thing for me is wake up, do my devotion, set out my clothes the night before, because that's how you're gonna have success moving forward, is with that, and then go from there. So every day is not great, every day is not perfect, and some days are great, some days are perfect. Movement in the morning is also pretty important as well, because I find that if I don't work out in the morning, then a lot of times as it gets throughout like longer in the day, then it doesn't happen. And this is the new me, because I actually used to, when I did CrossFit, I actually went to like the 4:15 class every day. But now I've kind of changed it to where I have more energy by getting up in the morning and doing things after I worked out. So that's like today, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get up and do this so that I can get ready to go. So, you know, I want you to let me know what are the things that work well for you, what are the things that you struggle with, and go from there. I just want to also encourage you that like you don't have to have a consistent plan. It doesn't have to look, you know, Instagram perfect or anything like that. But having an idea of like what your morning, what you want your morning to look like is a great thing. So dream about it. You know, ask yourself like, what will be my ideal morning? I'm not gonna say perfect, but ideal morning, and you can work up to that. And like I said, some days may change because you are. You got other things to do, or you know, vacation comes, a day off comes, you get sick, a kid gets sick, you know, whatever, a partner gets sick, whatever the case may be. So I know those things shift and change a little bit, but yeah. So that's my mornings. I think the main thing is my morning starts the night before. It starts the night before with putting out my clothes, and then also what I didn't say is going to bed, having a bedtime. My bedtime is not always perfect, but actually, if you know anything about me, I'm kind of a granny, and I kind of go to bed early. I have the luxury of going to bed early. I don't have kids, and I have, you know, a family to take care of, so I can kind of cut it off. But even if I did, I'll put those kids in the bed, or depending on how old they are, like, you know, this is your bedtime, go to bed, you know, at this time. And then I would go to bed if I can, because I think that's very important. That's how I'm able to wake up so early in the morning, is because I go to bed early at night. Well, what early is to a lot of people. It doesn't seem early. It seems normal to me. But for me, I'm trying to get in between 7.5 and 8 hours of sleep, just based on my personal body. Everybody is different. Some people can have less sleep and they're perfectly fine. I need a little bit more. And then I also have a hard time sometimes going to sleep. So that is another one that gets me. So yeah. That's my mornings, what they typically look like. I am here at the gym. I took one class. I'm about to go take another class, and then I'm headed out for my work day. So see y'all tomorrow for day 4. Bye.